Okay. Good evening. Welcome to the Finance Committee meeting of August 4th, 2021. Turn your mics off at home, please, if it's on, so we just don't have that feedback. So tonight's agenda includes a review and vote on transfer requests. We have minutes from 2 meetings in March, and then we will adjourn. So the first thing we're going to do today, look at some minutes. Transfers. So the first transfer we have is from the DDIS Solid Waste Department. The transfer is coming from the other line. The amount requested is $371.69, and it's going to the account Solid Waste. And the reason for the transfer is to cover Wheelabrator invoice. Does anyone have any questions about that transfer? Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second, thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Michael. So we're going to do a roll call because some of us are here and some of us are online. Okay, so all in favor. Diane?
Aye.
Michael? Okay, Patrick?
Yes.
Yeah, and myself, yes. All opposed? No. Okay, so that transfer is all set.
Madam Chair, if I may.
Yes, sir.
I just want, before we continue with the transfers, I just wanted to introduce our new town accountant.
Oh, good.
We have a new sheriff in town. His name is Tom Zadelis. So Tommy joined us. Tommy, when did you join us? In May? Beginning of June? Something like that. But if you thought I was tough, wait till Tommy starts getting involved. So Tommy is a great addition to our team, and I'm proud to say that we are happy to have him. So I just wanted to introduce him to the Finance Committee.
Okay. Nice.
Thank you, Andy. It was nice to meet everyone. I wish it was personally, but it was nice to meet everyone.
Tom, nice to meet you. Thank you. Thank you. The next transfer we have is from the police department. It is coming from the account Command Stipend, which has a balance of $550, and the amount requested is $447.05. That's going to the Patrolman Quinn line. The reason for the transfer is to offset year-end payroll deficit. Does anyone have any questions? No. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second, Michael, thank you. So all in favor, Diane?
Yes.
Michael? Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. Thank you. And that's it for police. So thank you for joining us, Lieutenant Harrigan.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
You too. So the next transfer is from the fire department. There are two items here. The first one is coming from the license/certifications account. The present balance in that account is $1,460.46. Amount requested $959.55, going to the firefighter salary account. And the reason for the transfer is to cover deficit in the account. So Chief Coleman, do you want to tell us about this transfer? And I think the next one is also a salary transfer.
Yes, good evening, Madam Chair. The current transfer that you're talking about, it's difficult from year to year, as Mr. Casanova should tell you, to kind of pin down to the exact dollar amount what the salaries will be because of the rotating schedule. So sometimes it's 52, sometimes it's 52, sometimes it's 52 or 0.2 or 0.4. So it's really always a bit of a mystery come the end of the year. as to what it will be. So that's the reason for that shortfall. And then while I'm on the camera, the next transfer that you're going to talk about in the overtime, Mr. Kazanovich can explain it in more detail if you choose. But there was the week before the end of the fiscal year, there were some accounts that were posted to the wrong fiscal year. So when we were looking at current account balances, we were actually looking at more money than we thought we had, and that's what incurred the extra overtime spending. But that was rectified shortly after the first of the year.
Okay. Thank you, Chief Coleman. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, Michael, can I just ask that you turn the volume up so we can hear you a little better? Thank you. Well, do I hear a motion to approve this transfer for $959.55?
Motion to approve.
Second?
Thank you, Michael. Okay, so all in favor, Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. So that passes, thank you. And that was it for the fire department. That's correct. Okay, Chief Coleman, thank you for joining us. Oh, I'm sorry, we have the one, wait, we have the one more, okay.
Oh, I thought we took them as one.
I know, we didn't take them as one, that was just, okay, I'm sorry. The next one is also, transfer is also coming from license certification account. And the amount requested is $298.65. That's coming, that account now has a balance of $500.91. And the transfer is going to the overtime account to cover deficit in the account. And it's the, and that's what Chief Coleman just explained to us. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
And a second?
Second?
Thank you, Michael.
Second.
Thank you. So all in favor, Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. Okay, thank you. So those are both approved. All right, so the next intra-departmental transfers are regarding the highway department. The first one is, first one is coming from the wages full-time. This is the engineering division. The present balance in wages full-time is $2,726.94. Amount requested is $278.72, and that's going to the salary line. And this transfer will eliminate the deficit in the wage account. Okay. Hi, Joanna. I'm glad you're able to join us tonight. Do you want to tell us about this transfer?
So this is just remaining money that was left over from when we needed to cover the vacation time earned by Bill Boyle.
Okay, thank you. Any questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Thank you.
Second?
Thank you, Michael. So all in favor, Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. Okay, so that's good. The next transfer, coming from it's also in the engineering division, coming from the wages full-time, and it's going to amount requested $288.30 going to the civil engineer line. This transfer will eliminate the deficit in the wage account. Any questions? Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
And
Second?
thank you, Michael. All in favor, Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. Okay, that's all set. Continuing with DPW, this is in the highway division. Amount requested, excuse me, for this is coming from the civil engineer line, going to the overtime line. So, Mr. Kazanovich, I see we just put money in the civil engineer line and now we're taking it out again. So,
And I think it's a different account.
Is it?
The account numbers.
Are they different?
Yeah.
Okay, this,
Yeah. I think the engineer gets paid out of two departments.
all right, glasses might help. Okay. Aha, yes, 03, this is a 2-3. Okay, civil engineer, the amount requested $1,724.19. Balance in that account is $53,103.60. Reason for transfer, the deficit is due to after hours, potholes, tree limb removal, dead animals removed, and miscellaneous items. Do the members have any questions?
Madam Chair, can you give me 1 minute just to verify that account?
Yeah, it's okay. I think they are different numbers. I misread it.
Okay, that is correct.
One's the engineering division, one's
Yep.
the highway.
Yep,
I think.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to verify that balance.
And I'm going to keep my glasses on, so that might help us. All right, or me at least. So, any questions?
Also, this is why I try to read the transfers before the meeting. otherwise, I'm just as confused.
All right. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
And a second. Second. Thank you, Michael. All in favor? Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. Okay, the next transfer, DPW Highway Division, coming from Plow Blades, which has a present balance of $2,574.29. Amount requested $1,812.82, going to the storm tree line. Deficit is due to an emergency tree removal due to snowstorm. Any questions? Okay, do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
In a second? Thank you, Michael. All in favor? Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. Okay, next transfer. DPW Cemetery Department, coming from the heating line, which has a present balance of $700, going to amount requested $480.53, going to the overtime line. Reason for transfer, this will eliminate the deficit. Any questions?
I do have one question, Madam Chair.
Sure.
To Ed Kasanovich. I noticed I wanted to wait till the end and ask it, but given the transfers that we approved at the last meeting, is it common for this much overtime to occur at this stage of the budget? I take it this is cleaning up last year's budget?
So I think what we tried to do, Patrick, is we try to capture at your last meeting any accounts that were ready to pop and go into deficit balance. Unfortunately, sometimes in the cemetery department, people choose to intern or bury their loved ones on the weekend, and it forces an overtime issue. And so our men are required to come in, two of them for safety reasons, and to take care of the services required for that day. So I think at the time we met, the account was whole. It wasn't in deficit balance. This is basically, all these entries are addressing year-end deficits that need to be cleaned up to make these accounts whole.
Very good, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Second, thank you, Michael. All in favor? Diane?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
And myself, yes. Okay, that's all set. The next transfer is in the DPW fleet maintenance line account. The transfer is coming from fleet wages, which has a balance of $469.67, going to the fleet overtime account. The amount of the transfer is $253.85. This transfer is to cover a year-end deficit. Any questions?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Diane?
Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
and myself, yes. Okay, great. Now, Mr. Kazanovich, I just got to check. If the transfers are going to the same account, can we take them together?
You can, Madam Chair.
Okay, great. So on this page,
Let's take the next 4 transfers together.
Second.
okay, all in favor? Diane,
Sorry. Yes. Yes.
Michael,
Yes.
Patrick,
Yes.
and myself, yes. Okay, so these 4 transfers are all within the Packagug Golf Course Town Department. The first transfer is coming from the overtime callback account, which has a balance of $92.40, and that amount requested, $92.40, is going to golf course maintenance. And the reason for the transfer is to meet Packagug Golf Course expenses above and beyond what was budgeted. The second transfer is coming from the merchandise account, present balance $62.03, and that entire amount is going to the golf course maintenance. Same reason. Third transfer coming from the food line, present balance in that account $2,393.69, and that entire amount is going to the golf course maintenance for the same reason. And the fourth transfer is coming from the equipment line, $99.52. That entire amount is going to golf course maintenance, and for the same reason, to meet Packagug Golf Course expenses above and beyond what was budgeted. Does anyone have any questions about these? I believe.
And I have a question.
Sure.
For Ed.
Yep.
So I know that we've had more like activity at the golf course than typical.
Mm-hmm.
Did we, as a town, did we make more money this year, or did we end up spending so much more that we are going to end up having a pretty typical year or worse year? I'm just curious how it played out.
So, as I understand it, and I think Joanna can verify this, I think in terms of revenue, this is the best year we had at Packagug Golf Course. I want to say we took in about $545,000. That's the last number I recall discussing with DPW. A few reasons. I think COVID really has driven activity up at the golf course. It drove people out. They were happy to be out. So there was a lot more activity, which required more maintenance of the golf course. Additionally, I think we got some spillover from Clearview, which is maybe closed or is about to close, which resulted in some additional traffic at our local golf course as well. So I think the combination of both has led to us absorbing more rounds of golf than usual, leading to additional revenue, as well as creating some additional expense that we didn't provide for. So I think the last time I went before the Finance Committee, I indicated that we're able to absorb what we can in the SOAR enterprise, the golf enterprise account. We're going to expend 100% of what was budgeted. In addition to that, I created a separate account under the Parks Department and transferred money out of the seasonal account to absorb some additional Packagug expenditures that I'm going to carry in the general fund and charge back to Packagug Golf Course through indirect cost allocation next year. Mm-hmm. So we're basically advancing the golf course some funds to the general fund, but we're going to recoup them next year through an indirect cost charge.
Thank you, Ed.
Okay, thank you.
Now, that being said, we fully expect that our retained earnings is going to increase as a result of that additional revenue. I just don't know what that is yet, and that's something I can provide to the Finance Committee at your next meeting.
I have a question, Madam Chair.
Great.
Are they done?
Yes, go ahead, Patrick.
Can you tell me, Ed, is the the combination of this page is just over $2,600. Will this settle fiscal year 21's budget relative to this package hog, or do you see that there's still a chance that we can see a few more residual expenditures beyond tonight? Are they pretty much posted? Are all invoices in through June 30th?
So we processed our last warrant for FY21, although I can tell you as recently as today, I got a call from the individual who is responsible for the processing of invoices for Packagug Golf Course. There are still a few invoices that have trickled in.
Right.
As a result of that, I will carry over money as a reserve for encumbrance over from the Parks Department to meet those obligations. And once again, do a charge back to the Packagug Enterprise account in the form of an indirect cost payback to the town for next year.
So we will probably see a future transfer from the Parks Department for those invoices, right?
Well, no, we can't transfer in between funds. That's why I have to do it through an indirect cost allocation.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. All right.
Packagug Golf is not part of the general fund. It's in its own standalone fund, so I can't do a reserve fund transfer or an interdepartmental transfer because it's different funds.
All set, Patrick?
I am, thank you.
Okay. Ms. Kazanovich, I have a question. Are we going to revisit this account prior to the fall town meeting? And maybe, I know that the revenues need to meet the expenses for this enterprise account. Are we going to bump the revenues up a little bit so that the expense lines can also get bumped up and more money can be put in?
So I think what we need to do is a result of some of the transfers that we're looking at now. I think we have to revisit on the expense side, Packagug Golf Course, to see if this is going to trend into next year and future years. So, yes, Madam Chair, I think there's an expectation that we're going to have to come in with some budgetary amendments for the SOAR Enterprise account for the fall town meeting.
Okay, thank you. Sharon, do we have a motion on these?
We just had voted to take them all together, but
Okay.
now we'll just take the vote.
All right, do I hear a motion to approve these 4 transfers?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. Okay, so these next transfers, there are 5 on this page, also for the Packagug Golf Course. Now, the first 2 are coming from the equipment line. I don't know if there's a benefit to taking them together because we'd have to do 2 votes anyway. So the first transfer we'll do, it's coming from the equipment line. The present balance in that line is $2,534.70, and it's going to the amount requested is $1,610.94 going to the seasonal golf line. And that same reason to meet Packagug Golf Course expenses above and beyond what was budgeted. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. So let's see, all in favor. Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. The next transfer is coming from the equipment account. That balance is now $923.76. And amount requested $824.24 going to the fertilizer/maintenance line. And the reason for the transfer is to meet Packagug Golf Course expenses above and beyond what was budgeted. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor. Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. All right, the next 3 transfers are going to the same line, so we can take these together. Do I hear a motion to take these next 3 transfers together?
Motion to gather the 3 transfers.
Second.
Okay, all in favor? Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. So here are the three transfers. Let's see, the first one, again, these are all Packagug Golf Course. The first one's coming from the DPW salary. That's not going to the golf course maintenance line. The present balance in that DPW salary, $114.80. The entire amount is scheduled to go to the golf course maintenance. Next transfer coming from the superintendent line, balance is $2,547.64. Entire balance going to golf course maintenance. And the third transfer is coming from the groundskeeper account, which has a present balance $1,757.48, and that entire balance is going to golf course maintenance. And the reason is the same as the others, to meet Packagug Golf Course expenses above and beyond what was budgeted. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Okay, all in favor. Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. Okay, we're down to the last one. Legal department. We might as well just take these separately. The first transfer is coming from the special litigation line, which has a present balance of $10,000. Amount requested $7,333 going to the negotiator line. And this is to cover June 2021 invoices. Mr. Kazanovich, do you want to tell us about this transfer and the next one also?
Okay. Relative to the negotiator, I can't get into the specifics, but I can tell you that we had a very active May and June as it relates to some matters. One, we had an arbitration hearing relative to public safety. I'm not going to get into the specifics. And that is still pending. And we had some personnel issues relative to a division within the highway department that has been ongoing for the past month and a half. Quite honestly, those were not anticipated the last time we came to the finance committee. We didn't know what our legal obligation was going to be relative to that. They were open cases. But I can tell you that this transfer will meet our obligation through June 30th. On the general counsel, there were various matters that were before our general counsel. There are many matters. I don't know that, I can't get into the specifics relative to that. But there were some issues that related to boards and commissions that needed to be resolved. I believe those issues have just about been resolved. There may be some spillover into the next fiscal year.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kazanovich. Does anyone have any questions? All right, so the first do I hear a motion to approve the transfer from special litigation line to the negotiator line? Or did I already say it?
Motion to transfer.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. So all in favor, Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself. Yes. All right, the last transfer is coming from special litigations line, which now has a balance of $2,666.99, and that entire amount is going to the general counsel line, and reason for transfer to provide funds for potential liability for June invoices. Do I hear a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Diane?
Yes.
Michael?
Yes.
Patrick?
Yes.
And myself, yes. All right, people, well, that is the last transfer. Looking at our agenda, we are going to talk about minutes. We have the minutes here. They were emailed to us. These are the minutes of March 3rd, 2021 and March 10th, 2021. Does anyone have any questions about these minutes? Okay. Hearing no questions, they are accepted, and we always can revisit those. Does anyone have any questions? Any concerns? No. Mr. Kazanovich, could you give us an update at our next meeting on the snow and ice account?
I would be happy to, Madam Chair.
Thank you. And the, what did we say, package hog you were going to look at too, right? Yeah, thank you. All right, well, I don't think we'll probably need to meet again until after the first of the year. And is there a special town meeting scheduled at this point, Mr. Kazanovich, or is it too early?
Madam Chair, an item is going before the Board of Selectmen that's going to open up the warrant, I believe, on the 9th, and it's going to close, I believe, September 9th. So it's going to be open roughly a month. I may be off on the end date.
Mm-hmm.
And it's asking for a scheduled town meeting for Tuesday, October 26th.
Okay. And that's our usual, will that be our usual fall town meeting?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, any other questions, anybody? All right, do I hear a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second, all in favor? You can just say it.
Aye.
Aye. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye, Diane. Nice to see you. Bye.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.